So, going from Brisbane, we're going to go down to New South Wales, and I'm going to have to ask you guys where specifically in New South Wales you're at. We've got Brad and Darna Horn in the wings, also known as Stones of Eden. Hello, you guys. Are you there?
Hi.
Hello. Are we
Hey,
not too?
there they are. Alrighty. I'm sorry. Say again.
I said we're not too loud.
Seems okay to me. Seems okay to me.
Good.
So, very good. How have you folks been doing there?
Yep, we've been good. We're your first question. We're 2 hours north. North of Sydney, Newcastle, just out of Newcastle.
Oh, very good. All right. I got to go to a couple of years ago, back in late 2018. I got to visit Sydney on business and really enjoyed it there. Very
So head
cool.
towards
So I know
Brisbane.
just a little bit of Australia's geography, but not as much as I ought to. So I appreciate you updating me. Um, all righty. Just in a brief nutshell, before you dive in, guys, tell me about Stones of Eden. What and about you two, just in a nutshell, what makes you guys tick?
Well, we both had divorces over a long time ago, and we came together probably 11 years ago. We've been married 11 years now, and
Nearly 12.
nearly 12, and we both were
Mm,
starting out with music, and it's just grown together from there. And so we created, like you say, it's hard to get a band together. So you've already got a ready-made band when you've got your husband and wife, as we just heard. So that made it
yeah.
easier. We just Everything was new to music and us, and so we just created a band name, Stones of Eden, which is basically Stones represents people, and the garden. We love the Garden of Eden story, so we're like people of Eden. So that's where the name came from, out of Second Peter, and we just like
Cool.
trying to write music that relates to us, and mainly people that are like coming to find God rather than actual, like we've been conservative churches, and our that sort of music isn't sort of appreciated there. So we want to reach people that aren't like in the church so much, on the peripheries.
And I
Very
think our
cool.
design is backwards. It says Stones of Eden inspirational music, but it's mirrored on Zoom.
Yeah. Oh well, actually, on your screen it's mirrored, but I'm seeing it okay here.
Oh, good.
Awesome! I
That's
didn't know
Uh,
that.
so Zoom does that sometime, and if you go searching in the menus, I think there's some setting where you can turn the mirroring back and forth, but you probably don't want to
Right.
worry about it now.
No.
Yeah, very good.
As long as you can see that.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. Everything looks normal here.
We'll try and play this
So, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, why don't you guys let's hear what you want to share with us today.
Okay. The song's called How Long, and yeah, well, hopefully it won't be too loud. We can sort of adjust it afterwards. Crowd on the sea are people I like to meet, but it's not the done thing. Don't look too long, they'll think something's wrong. Is it better I just keep moving on? How long will it be till you come back to me? I'm tired of wandering this old land. It's not home anymore. Want to ride those golden shores. There's so much I don't understand. Oh, take my hand.
Friends and family think I've lost my sanity.
I'm tired of wandering this old land. It's not home anymore. Want to ride those golden shores. There's so much I don't understand. You're my soul, my shield, everlasting light, living waters, bread of life, like a precious child, arms open wide, I am waiting, I won't let go. How long will it be till you come back to me? I'm tired of wandering this old land. It's not home anymore. Want to ride those golden shores. There's so much I don't understand. La, 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 la,
Very nice. Very cool. This is one of your originals, yes?
Yes.
That was off our first album, Turn to the Heavens. Although on
Okay,
Spotify
very cool.
it came out after. Because it was re-uploaded.
So now
again.
you've got 2 albums out now, and according to your bio, a 3rd album is in the works. Is that right?
No, that's come out already.
Now it's come out from
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now you've got 3 under your belt. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
the first one we
Now,
didn't play. So
yeah. Now, your first album was called Turn to the Heavens. The second album is called Hilasterian. Did I pronounce that right?
yes, that's a Greek word for mercy seat. I heard
For
the
what now?
Sorry.
A Greek word
Yeah,
for
Brad, give me the. Okay, very good. I was going to ask you what the word meant, so that's cool. All righty. So tell me a little bit about your story of you two. It sounds like you were kind of looking for each other and praying to find each other. Is that? And
Yes.
you did.
I was married young and silly, and have an 18-year-old son. And I was a single mum from when he was 1, and single mum for 6 years. And then I was actually looking on. Oh, I found God right when my first marriage ended, and started playing guitar then as well. And then I was on Adventist Singles. And yeah, got a bit sick of that and wasn't really paying attention to it. And then one day I happened to see an email where I had a message, or I saw someone had been looking at my profile. And I thought, oh, who's that? I'll see who that is. And I noticed that he'd written me a message, like, or a novel, like 2 days before, and I hadn't noticed.
I was just looking for a pen pal.
Because Brad had been in a marriage for 17 years, but yeah.
So I didn't know what it meant to date because I hadn't dated since I was 19 or 20.
Yeah, so I've been praying, God, please, I really, really, really need you to find me my husband, my forever husband, to keep me out of trouble. And I said, but I have one request. He has to play a guitar. And Brad always says, oh, you should have said he needs to play a guitar well. Funnily enough, Brad had only just started playing a couple of years before when a guy came to his church and he played guitar and started teaching Brad some things. So it was like God says, like, okay, come on, you need to start playing. And then he was from Australia, Western Australia. So he ended up riding his motorbike across and moved over here.
You were on the other side of the country, right? Where were you living when this
Western
started?
Australia.
near Perth.
Ah, very good. Okay. Okay.
Opposite side of the world.
Alrighty.
Wayne.
4,000 kilometres away.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
5 days
All
drive.
right. What a that. It's a yeah. I know that's a long drive. I've heard, and you don't want your car to break down in the middle.
No.
No, yeah.
Wow. So that is an awesome story. Do you want to play some more music for us?
Sure. We're going to try the backing track for this one, so hopefully it's alright.
This one's called Brighter Day. Because I always fascinated me as a kid, and even now, that when you drive out into the farms and things like that, and you see this old house that's falling down, and it's got an old ute in there, and you think that was someone's home and someone's dream, and that car was on the showroom floor at one stage, but then time just erodes everything, and your loved ones and things like that. But God promised us there's a better day coming. So this is what this song's about. Old house on the hill, I pass it every day. It's just a ghost house, vanishing away. There's an old ute out the back that's seen better days, hiding in the pines, in its rusty gray. Broken windows, silent walls, the breeze blows through the open door. If these walls could talk, what would they say? Time's a thief, steals our dreams away into tomorrow, into the grave. They fade away. Old man all alone with his empty gaze. As the years passed, I watched his memories fade. I hold his hand, Dad, it's okay. A brighter day is coming beyond this place. No more crying, tears of pain, only dancing in the rain. If these walls could talk, what would they say? Time's a thief, steals our dreams away into tomorrow, into the grave. They fade away. Walk in the light, riches fade away. Life's no alibi. There's a brighter day coming our way. A brighter day coming our way. A brighter day.
Lovely. Very nice. Very nice. So you've got 3 albums under your belt now. What what is producing these albums, recording them look like? Are you just like going into a studio somewhere and doing this, or are you doing the home studio kind of thing, or maybe is it like a combination, a mixture of the two, or what's it look like for you guys producing an album?
Well, the first time was, I think it's 2018, and in our church circle, there's some good musicians and things like that, and one of them offered to record some of our songs. So we didn't play any instruments. We didn't have a clue what we're doing. So we just added vocals, and he produced it and did all the instruments and things like that. So they're all our songs, and but they weren't our. We felt a little bit. We shouldn't have done it in that sense because we weren't ready. And so the next two, we went into a studio, local studio, and by that stage we could play along to time and we played all the instruments ourselves, and well, not all not bass and things like that, but guitars, and our friend plays the keyboard and Don plays the acoustic. So, but now, because that's so expensive, it's just we wanted to leave something. The main thing was make some music, leave something for our kids to remember us by and our faith, and now we have to learn how to home record because it's too expensive. That's the next phase.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Studio time is not cheap. After a while, it does add up, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
fun.
very cool. Yeah. So home recording it's really been such an amazing game changer over the years as the technology changed. Like way back when you know, when I was first getting out of college, getting married in the early '80s, I so badly wanted to have home recording studio, and the equipment was just too expensive. Like I would have spent $20,000, $40,000, and I would have had like an 8 channel capacity. Just 8 tracks total for that's all you could do. And without a doubt, looking back, I would have had unsatisfactory results. Nowadays, you get a good computer, you get a good interface, some good pieces of gear for a fraction of the cost. You can do so much more, and so there's just a world of difference now.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the next phase.
Yeah, 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 totally. All right, so you guys got another song to share?
Yep, we've got another two. So this one is Walk Through the Fire, which is on our newer album, but also came out as a single before that. A newer album, which is our third album. Yeah, Walk Through the Fire, which is written from Jesus' mother Mary's perspective. Yeah, here it goes. An angel came to share God's favor. I was troubled by his words and was given the most precious task to carry and raise the Son of God. When God asks you to climb a mountain or walk the battleground, take a chance on his love. The war was won for you, and walk through the fire. My child, you became a righteous man. He taught
nice. Very cool. So, all right, I gotta ask you guys a question that I always ask or many songwriters, not every single one, but as a fellow songwriter, I just love to hear what other people have to say. What does your songwriting process look like? And what is your typical source from which your inspiration, comes along and causes some song idea to pop into your head?
Well, the Hysterian album is, we just wanted to write a song about the main Bible story. So it starts off with, people probably get put off by the first song, but it's like Lucifer's fall from heaven, and it ends in like the second coming, and it's all the big stories in between. So all that songwriting came from actual Bible and Bible stories. Whereas the next one, we went to see a band that we liked, and they were talking about, they had this songwriting contest where they'd just pull out a name out of the hat, and then they'd have to write about what was on, or fit that word or that sentence somehow in the song. And so Donna and I did that for the last album, and so we just pulled words out of a hat, and we wrote songs about that. But it was inspired by what was going on through COVID, and that was a very traumatic time for most people, and a lot of our songs was inspired that to give hope and around those times. And
we're very God-led. I think, well, like before we pull names out of the hat, we pulled out individual ones, and we often write alone, not together. We tend to argue too much. It's like, we'll end in divorce if we write together too much.
Collaboration is not always easy.
No. So we'd pray before we'd pull something out, and wouldn't force anything. Like actually might have been, no, it wasn't that song. It was The Storm Is Coming I wrote, where it took me ages. I had to end up putting that one aside before I wrote that one. But they were just kind of, those songs in that new album, they just kind of just kept popping up like one after one. Whereas our first album, which Brad jumped over, a lot of those were individual songs we'd written before we'd even met, and then they came together, and then some we've done together as well.
I only got one song on that new album, just by the way.
The other 9 were the ones that popped up from me pulling things out the hat.
I was too busy driving trucks during COVID because of things that transpired, so didn't have the time. But I think they were meant to be there. I'm just really proud of those songs on there and what Donna did.
That's cool. Very
And the one
cool.
we wrote, we sang before. Right a day, yeah.
Very neat. So, you got one more song to do, I believe?
We have one more song.
Amazing Grace on this one.
Which this is actually a song that I wrote only this year, and haven't played it in front of anyone yet, so you're the first people to hear it. And we've only just started playing stuff together, so yeah.
It could be a train wreck.
Just listen to the words and ignore the guitars.
It's our worship song, because we don't really have any worshipy songs, so this is Donna's.
Yeah, this one is a song that actually came to me when I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and I wanted to write something that reflected my love for God and my appreciation for Him, in like a worship type song. So that's what this song is. And I jotted some things down on my phone, and then I ended up going back to it and just rewording my feelings that I'd put down. So this is called Jesus Yahweh. Father's love, the time is far, awaits our hearts to rise, pleading with songs like whispers in the night, poetry in plain sight, unseen by wandering eyes, your radiance envelops my spirit without disguise. Visions randomly weak at the knees. My voice ignites tears like rain on a window pane. I sing hallelujah, veiled by your grace. You whisper to my heart, it echoes through my veins. A proclaim from the hills, amongst the rugged plains. I worship through melodies, exalt your sacred name, Jesus, you whisper to my heart, it echoes through my veins. A proclaim from the hills, amongst the rugged plains. I worship through melodies, exalt your sacred name, Jesus, Yahweh, Jesus, Yahweh, Jesus, Yahweh.
Lovely. Beautiful stuff.
I was so nervous in that one.
It worked. It would. I think it was just fine. I don't think you had anything to worry about. Pardon me.
Nerve-wracking when someone for the first time, I think.
Yeah. By the way, we've especially been enjoying the backup singers, the backing singers in the background.
I don't get it. We can hear like chickens and roosters and stuff.
Oh, you don't even notice them.
Something back there going eek 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 eek.
Yeah, I've got lucky hens and I've got a rooster that keeps crowing as well.
Yeah. Well, and the one almost sounded like some kind of exotic bird.
It's a naked neck chicken and they're very vocal.
Really? Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it totally enhanced the music. It was wonderful. All right. So, do you want to share your contact info, how we can reach out and find you?
We have a Facebook page, Stones of Eden. I think it's like Stones of Eden.
Yeah, country folk
Folk
music,
music.
ending with a K, not a C.
The C was already taken, so I couldn't use it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's more interesting anyway.
We're on on Spotify and everything as well. And Instagram, we have a Stones of Eden
Yeah.
page.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I will ask you to do the same thing I ask everyone else. Put your contact info in the comments, and we'll try to get that forwarded over to Facebook, and so folks know how to reach out to you.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks
All
so
right,
much.
folks. Brad and Donna Horn here, also known as Stones of Eden. Everybody put some love out there in the comments for these folks.